They'll with Antonio Gibson.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy? A good first step or not? Many times you get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the... Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
He'll look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Touchdown, Washington. Travis Etienne, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Back to throw here. To Mixon on the check down. And a good job defensively. They stop him. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
3 yards the gain there, second down. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On the draw, it's Nwangu. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Mixon. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give is Nwangu. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So and a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The big fella. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off around the 41. Now, that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown. De'Ami Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
He's picked off near his own 48, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Oh, nice move. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity.
There he goes left side. 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
2nd and 5. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done.
And maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Washington.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 160 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they'll run with ETN. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. The kick by Lambeau is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now back to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Second and 12. They'll set up to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Drops this off with Nwangu. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll get this to Nwangu. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead's down to 24. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively.
So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Terry. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Washington. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. Hopping over the top. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Terry. And he's got some space here. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A huge play there for Washington. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
2nd and 11. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe.